Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Cal. We are hopping right back into Earthbound here. I'm gonna head into the first real dungeon. I think this should be good. So we are going to be fighting attack slugs today. And I say we're going to be doing this today because it's going to probably be a lot of this episode. We need to fight enough attack slugs that we can get our levels up. To 8. So there's several enemies in this area. Oh, that is not what we wanted. That is why we don't want to do that. Well then. Looks like you got your head handed to you. How about giving you another shot? Okay, well, the good news is we don't lose any XP. And we didn't have any money in our... Like, we had $4 or $3. So we're down to $2. Because you lose half your money when you die. And we didn't use any items. So, Antoids are an enemy we don't want to deal with right now. We mostly want the attack slugs, but they look the same. They move slightly differently. I think you can tell the difference if you are aware of the difference. But, obviously, I am not practiced in that. One of the other things that you may have noticed is that when I saw the mouse scroll onto the screen, I started tapping the movement away. Mice are also very dangerous. Rowdy mice. They will pretty much just wreck us. Right now. That we can probably handle. These should be attack slugs, I think. Oh, one of them's an attack slug, one of them is not. Nope, that's 2 of something. Hopefully attack slugs. Attack slugs are worth a lot of XP and are relatively harmless. That's why we're targeting them. This should be an Antoid, but since there's just one, we should be able to get a U1 screen. The good thing with U1 screens is we don't... Come on. Good thing with the one screens is you get XP without having to fight things. The bad thing is you get, oh, nice. We got through with no mice there. And this looks like a 4 attack slug fight. The bad news is you don't get money. So I was kind of talking a little bit about the stutter stepping earlier, and then I got interrupted. So when the mice are on screen, they move faster than you. A lot of enemies move faster than you. However, enemies only move when you move, kind of like in Lufia. Nice. Now the trick here is, because of the way that the movement is programmed in this game. Okay, that should be fine. Enemies don't move for the first couple frames that you are moving. So the trick there is we can tap the movement button, and because of the way we just get that slight little bit of momentum, but it doesn't actually register as us holding down the movement button enough to the point where the enemies will react and move. So we can actually, I guess, despawn the enemies as they're coming onto the screen. We really don't want to deal with mice. We could probably take one at this point without too much problem. I mean, I don't have any psychic points right now, and I would prefer not to waste all of my items. Apparently when you die, you lose all your psychic points. That is the thing I did not know and had / forgotten about. Offense went up by 4. That's really nice. And we get Psylove Alpha, which is really good. Yeah, we should be okay on this. Cold remedy inside. Where are we at here? I guess we can equip that. I think we'll be okay. We'll be able to... That's not good. Darn. That's okay. So we still are at level 8. Let's actually hop down to Frank real quick and rest to get our energy back, or see if we can find that butterfly. That was very much me being stingy with my burgers because I want them for later. But we're not losing anything, except time. We should be fine from this point, though. Yeah? and have plenty of money going into the next area. So going through this time, we're basically just going to probably take a couple more fights than we normally would have, or than we would have if we need to, but I think for the most part, just trying to despawn things is sound strategy. It seems weird to me that says don't enter. Like you wouldn't see a sign that says don't enter. That got worse. And then better. If we happen to get another level, it's no big deal, but... okay. It's one mouse, we're fine. Yeah. Rowdy Mouse is all or nothing attack. It either hits you really hard or it doesn't hit you at all. That was really close. So I mentioned the preemptive attacks before. If an enemy gets behind you, you will get a red swirl instead of the gray or green, and you will be in trouble. I do not know the spawns well enough. So there are several resources that I've been using for getting my notes ready for this run. And it's the same sources I've been using. I use a few different sources. This is just driving me crazy at this point, so we're just gonna fight this thing. Sure. Attack slug pack. So, first one is I use a walkthrough. I like to look up what's in an area to make sure I know, so that when I'm talking about stuff, I know where we're going, basically, and a basic notion of what we need to do. The second one for this game, and for some other games, is I do like to go and read news articles and reviews that talk about the history of the game. And one of them that I found for this one in particular was a list of references. Because this has so many pop culture references and stuff, it felt like a good idea, or a fun idea at least. And the third thing is speedrun of the game. I like watching speedruns anyway, and I like to pick up some of the tips because they tend to have, like, a walkthrough gives you some interesting little tidbits about a game. The speedruns give you a lot of that same information, but at a different level. Now, I'm not using speedrun strats by any means, but that's where I learned the stutter stepping. That's kind of just the general you get a lot of the basic strategy of, and you get to know the minimum of what is needed to play the game, basically. So part of the reason we have so many hamburgers right here is because one of the things that this boss can do is a move called Psi Magnet. And what that does is it absorbs your MP. Oh, hey, we got a level. No offense that time, but we did get HP and MP and everything, so that should be... So we want to make sure we have lots of hamburgers to heal ourselves because we can't use Life Up as a reliable source of healing if it starts using Magnet. And we get to the first real boss, Titanic Ant. So he's gonna use Psi Magnet. Okay. And we're going to hopefully kill both black Antoids right away. And we're gonna just go ahead and use a second Psi Love. And then we're just gonna bash the crap out of him and heal if we get low. And as long as he keeps using these attacks, we're fine. The biting attack is where we want to heal. Basically, if we get below about... Yeah, that's exactly just proved my point. But luckily, we won. And we got level 10 out of it. Psi Healing Alpha. Psi Healing is the... Psi Healing is status effects. Okay. Really neat. Even though it's I mean, it doesn't actually make much sense story-wise or anything like that, but it is still really neat. Okay. So we're gonna walk back out. The enemies are gonna run away from us, so we don't actually need to fight them. And we won't? Question mark? Basically, if there's something that's right in our way, especially if it's a lone enemy, I will consider it. For any of these your sanctuary locations, you... Oh, seriously? I thought he was by himself. For any of your sanctuary locations, once you've beaten the boss, all the enemies will run away from you, which means that you have a really easy opportunity to either ignore them or to walk up behind them to kill them. Like, seriously? They keep coming, like, from halfway across the screen. So, it's nice because this game does require a bit of a grind compared to some other games. Or it can, rather, to feel... I'll say it takes a grind to feel comfortable in a lot of places. There's a lot of power spikes where things suddenly feel a lot more challenging. Hey you, the board says do not enter. Couldn't you read it? What a rebellious kid. Come to the police station later. Okay, so we have been told not to enter by the cops. I think we're going to... I'm gonna just head this way. If we happen to see a butterfly, we'll be good. If we don't, then we'll stop over at Frank's to heal. And that's where we're gonna wrap for today. Yeah. Yeah? So... hopefully you've enjoyed. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. Yeah? If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.